G'day, it's Pete here, and today I wanted to do an introduction to non-serious three-note drums. This is a fantastic convention, which is a slam bidding tool, but it's sort of like an addition onto some others. So before I get into what is non-serious three-note trumps, I want to talk a little bit about the slam bidding techniques that you want to use, and then how you can really capitalize on this and add this into your game. So when you're trying to bid slam, when you're first taught about slams, basically the only tool in your arsenal is basically ace asking or key card. And 99% of slams are bid that way. Whereas when you're at an expert level, there's a wide array of tools that you use. And one of the really popular ones that is one of my favorite conventions is Q bidding to slam or control bidding to slam, where once we've agreed a fit and we know what our trump suit is, and we also can't stop below game, if you bid a new suit in that level, typically at the 4 level or above your suit at the 3 level, often it is showing a control, a first or second round control. You've either got an ace, a king, a singleton, or a void. Fantastic tool. Now, non-serious three-note trumps is an add-on to that convention. If you're not doing Q bidding, you want to go try and look at that, learn about that first, and then come back here and find out how you can add this extra tool into your arsenal. So when we're bidding slams, one of the key things that you want to be doing in the slam bidding process is, firstly, you want to find out you've got a fit. And then you want to think, do we actually have a chance for 12 tricks? And for this, you want to do hand visualization. And what this means is you want to think about what specific cards would you want partner to have? Which gaps would you want them to fill so that maybe you can make slam? And when doing this, once you know roughly what partner's points are, there's sometimes you can think, okay, I need them to have absolute best of the best for slam to have a chance. And you're just like, oh, well, only if they've got exactly the right cards would we actually want to be in slam. And there are other times where you're like, I've got a great hand for slam. I just need to find out about this one card to find out, should we actually be in slam? And Q bidding is how you can do that. But there's this issue. We want to investigate slams, but sometimes we're hoping partner has the absolute premium cards for us. And other times we just want to find out about one particular card, or just say, I'm really interested and I'm just looking for certain cards to go. And this is where non-serious three-note trumps actually comes in. So what non-serious three-note trumps is once we've agreed a fit, you don't often really need to try and play in three-note trumps. There are some times that will offer that, but I'll come back to that later. But you can use three-note trumps as a way to say how interested you are actually in slam. Are you that one that needs absolutely everything from partner? In which case, we can bid the non-serious three-note trumps to say, partner, I'm vaguely interested in slam, but I need you to be really good to actually get to slam. Or alternatively, we can bypass three-note trumps and just go straight to Q bidding. And that we can use to say, partner, I'm genuinely interested in slam. I am just trying to find out, do we actually have the appropriate controls? So let's jump in and look at a couple of hands to see how this could actually work. So with non-serious three-note trumps, some rules about when it actually applies is you need to have a fit. So you have to have agreed a trump fit, and it has to be known by both parties. Sometimes one of you might realize that you've got a fit, but you haven't absolutely expressed it to partner, in which case three-note trumps might just be an offer to play. Alternatively, once you have bid and agreed a fit that you know you're playing at, three-note trumps often isn't needed to be an offer to play. And my rule for when non-serious three-note trump applies is when you've agreed a fit at the 3 level. So if you have agreed your fit at the 2 level, say like the auction went 1 spade past 2 spades, if you jump to three-note trumps, that isn't the non-serious three-note trumps. If you ever jump to three-note trumps, that's just, hey, I know we've got a fit, but maybe we want to play here. So non-serious three-note trumps wants to apply once you've found a fit at the 3 level. And I'll highlight how that could happen. So let's say that partner actually bids 3 spades instead. So if it's gone 1 spade, 3 spades, let's say that we play this as a 4-card invitational raise. So if partner's got 10 to 12 points and 4 spades, if we've got this hand, you're probably just thinking, okay, we want to be in game. I've got a nice hand. I've got 17 points. I've got a doubleton club. It's not too bad. But if you start visualizing some hands, most of them just say that you want to be in game. But if you think about absolute premium hand, imagine partner had, say, doubleton ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the king of spades. Well, in that case, that would be 11 points, and you wouldn't lose any spades. You wouldn't lose any hearts. You would have 1 club loser. And if partner had a diamond shortage, then you could take the ace king and then just trump the others. Or maybe you could think of ace king of clubs, king of spades, queen of diamonds. That might be another one where you can make slam, where you just lose the ace of diamonds. So there are a couple, but you need partner to have a really good hand for slam. You need them to have at least 2 aces and actually really like their hand. Whereas you could imagine a hand with king, queen, jack of clubs, king of spades, queen of diamonds. Slam has no shot. You could also think of ones with queen, jack of hearts, queen, jack of clubs, ace of diamonds, and the jack of spades or something. And again, you still have no shot at slam. And there, the 5 level might even be dangerous. So here, I can think of a couple of hands where slam can make, but it's kind of stretching. So if you wanted to, you could tell partner, I'm only mildly interested in slam. And the way that you can do this is the non-serious 3-no trumps. You bid 3-no trumps here with that agreement of it being non-serious. Just says partner, I've got very mild interest in slam. You've shown me 4-card 10 to 12 raise. I'm slightly interested, but only if you really like your hand for slam. And if partner doesn't, they just bid 4 spades. If they do like their hand, they can then go on and Q bid, and you can, which would show first or second round control in clubs, but also a hand that was interested, that wanted to cooperate. So you can narrow their range more and say, hey, I actually really like it. Whereas if I bring up another hand, let's say that we've got a hand like this. This time we've got 18 points, 6 spades, and a 6-4 shape. We open 1 spade and have partner bid 3 spades again. Well, this time it's very easy to think of a hand that can make slam. If partner's got 4 spades, don't really need anything there. If they've got ace of clubs and king of hearts and a doubleton diamond, you could make grand slam here. That's a 7 count that could potentially make grand slam. So here, we want to tell partner we are genuinely interested and we want them to cooperate. So you could go ahead and bid 4 diamonds. And this would say, partner, I'm very interested in slam. I have first or second round control in diamonds, but I do not have control of clubs. I do not have the ace, the king, a singleton, or a void. And there, this gives partner freedom to go past 4 spades if they have control of that. If they have a hand that wants to cooperate, they could bid 4-no trumps. They could bid 5 clubs. They could do something, and it gives them a bit more leeway to actually do that. So here's a couple of examples of how you can use 3-no trumps to say, partner, I'm hoping you've got a really good hand, or you can go directly to Q bidding to be saying, I have a serious interest in slam. So the way to remember this is your 3-no trump bid is just your mild slam try, and your Q bidding is your genuine slam try. And if you bypass 3-no trumps, you have said, yep, I'm interested and I want to really progress to slam, and this is where my controls are. Whereas if you bid 3-no trumps along the way, it says I've only got mild interest there. So the next thing that I want to address is what if you've agreed heart? So let's say it goes 1 heart and it goes 3 hearts. What if you bid something below 3-no trumps? What if you bid, say, 3 spades? What's this? Well, some people use this as the replacement for 3-no trumps. But typically what I do is just have 3 spades be neither. We haven't done that yet. And now the responder can actually answer and bid 3 no trumps saying, hey, I'm just following on. I'm not actually that genuinely interested. I am not serious, using 3 no trumps for that. Or if they then actually bypassed it and bid 4 clubs, they would say, hey, I've got a really good hand for my 3 heart bid. I've got genuine interest and I have first or second round control while doing that. So both people can actually use this and along the way actually describe whether they are good or not. So whether you're the opener or the responder, it is viable to use it either way. I want to highlight some other situations where it's particularly useful in the 2/1 system. So let's say you're playing 2/1 and have an auction where partner bids a game force, and then maybe you bid 2 spades, and here partner bids 3 spades. So if 2 clubs was natural and forcing, you've repeated your spades and partner has agreed spades. We've found a fit at the 3 level. We are playing in spades at this stage. So in this spot, here, this is an area where the point ranges are very undefined. The responder has made a game forcing bid, and all they've done is just not bid 4 spades. There's a spot where fast arrival would apply. If they just bid 4 spades, it would be absolutely minimum. But we don't actually know how interested South is in slam. Like, they could have like a 14 count that just said, hey, I've got a fit and want to cooperate, and yeah. And also, North isn't that well defined. Maybe they're like 11 to 15. Some people put some more hand types in that as well. Both hands are very, very wide range, yet we're in this game forcing auction. So how can we actually unwrap if you're actually interested in slam or if you are actually just following along? And this is where non-serious 3 no trumps comes in as well. So here, if the opener was just weak and just like a bit better than just absolutely signing off in 4 spades, but just wants to cooperate in case partner's strong, this is where they can bid 3 no trumps. It says, I'm not serious about slam. I'm not taking away all the space. I'm leaving room for you to cue bid if you want to, but I'm highlighting that I'm not actually that serious. And now you've got the bids of, well, you could have just bid 4 spades to say you've got the worst of the worst. You've got the 3 no trumps to say, I'm not interested, but I'm leaving room to cooperate in case you have that really good hand. And then also you have just going and bidding 4 clubs, 4 diamonds, 4 hearts. All of these serious cue bids where you're saying, I'm genuinely interested in slam. I really like my hand for slam. And you can actually separate out these ranges really well. So this is why it's a really powerful slam bidding tool. It's great for narrowing that ranges and just giving you ways of not going past 4 of a major necessarily, but being able to describe how much you are actually looking for slam. Often people are caught in this middle zone where they've both got a few extras. No one's quite sure if they should go on or not, versus times where people are just cooperating and not actually trying to get to slam. This tool can help you untangle that and actually show your actual interactions. So when it applies is you've found a fit at the 3 level, or maybe you've done Jacoby 2 no trumps, but you're not jumping to 3 no trumps. So it's only for majors. You do not use it for minors because the minors will often want to be in 3 no trumps anyway. So majors only, you found your fit at the 3 level and you want to progress forward. So that's when I like to play non-serious 3 no trumps, allowing you to do serious cue bids, separate them out. There is also an alternate version of this, which is called serious 3 no trumps, which is just the flip of it. It works basically the exact same, and you just swap the meanings. Mainstream idea today is that most people play non-serious, but both are completely viable. If you've learned serious, I wouldn't recommend swapping. I think they're both completely reasonable. But that's my introduction to non-serious 3 no trumps. I hope you enjoy it and can add it into your game. Thanks all for watching, and you'll see you next time. Bye for now.